Hello, Bulldoggers. Welcome back. I'm Patty here with you again today for another 30-minute Activate. And if you've taken any of our classes before, 30 minutes goes by pretty quickly. So let's get started. We have a nice, steady, slow flow today with an eclectic playlist. Grab a block, a book if you need anything. It's not required, but it's always nice to have just in case. We're going to start in child's pose, so I will meet you on the mat. So just coming to a tabletop to start in our child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Bring your knees a little wider on the mat. And if you're at home and have any lower back tightness, sometimes it feels good to rock forward and back a few times. Or of course, just settling right in. Just letting your forehead find the mat. Fingertips reach forward, and letting your seat meet your heels as best you can. And just letting everything really relax for the next full breath in. Let your belly soften, your jaw soften. And then find your breath. And inhale, walk your fingertips forward, let your elbows lift. And exhale, press back a little deeper. We'll take one more breath. And then begin to come back into that tabletop, hands and knees. Where we're going to start with some cat-cows. Let your belly drop, let your chin, chest, and your tailbone lift. And tuck your toes behind you for the first round. And then as you exhale, start to come into your kitty cat pose. So round your spine, tuck your chin to chest, and just stay here for another cycle of breath. And then again, we're going to drop our belly, lift our chin, chest, tail. This time, untuck your toes. Come up onto spider tip fingers. Stay on your spider tip fingers and then round your spine. Tuck your chin to chest and just stay for a full breath in. Full breath out. And then slowly come back down to your tabletop. Let your hips go side to side. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees and shins. Let your chest come towards your thighs. Let's meet in a downward facing dog. So pedaling out your feet, take a full breath in, chest to thighs, and exhale. Put a tiny bend in your knees, press your chest to your thighs, spread your fingers. And then start to slowly walk your hands to your feet. So if this is difficult for you, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And then slowly hanging heavy in a ragdoll. Take opposite elbows, sway side to side. Practice letting go of tension and just shake your head yes and no. Bend your knees a tiny bit. And then practice straightening your legs, keeping your chest to thighs. And then slowly release your hands. Come to a halfway lift. So take your gaze to the center of your mat, over the tip of your nose. Take a full breath in. And exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. Your feet are rooted down. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, both arms are going to reach high overhead. And as you exhale, let your right arm just drape down by your right side. Reach your left fingertips up towards the sky. Keep reaching up and start to come over to the right. And kind of like just start to walk your fingertips towards your right ankle. Feel that left side lengthen. And then inhale, rise back up. Feel really rooted in your feet. And let your left arm just go straight down. Inhale, reach your right fingertips high, and then keep reaching up, but start to come over to the left. And just start to walk your left fingertips down towards your ankle. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach both arms high to the sky. And as you exhale, bow forward and fold. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to start to walk ourselves back to our downward facing dog, where we're going to pedal out our feet. And then find some stillness on this round. Press your chest towards your thighs. Bring your big toes to touch. And then just begin to send your right foot straight back. Peek back, see if you can see all 5 of your toes. Then send your leg higher. Bend your right knee and let that right hip fan open. Press down through your right palm and peek under your left shoulder. One more breath. And then let your right toes meet your left. Same thing, other side. Start by that little lift, just to square off your hips. And then send your left leg higher. Bend your left knee. Press your left palm down. So notice how this is going to square your shoulders. Peek under your right shoulder. Take a full breath in. And exhale. Start to let your left toes find your right. Take your gaze to your hands. Let's start to walk to the top of the mat this round. So we've already visited the back of the mat. Now we're at the front. Inhale. Let's find that halfway lift. Shoulder blades hug together. Belly buttons pulling in towards your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root your feet down, slowly rise up for our second round of our bulldog sways. Inhale, reach your arms high. And on this round, bring your left hand to your left hip. Right arm reaches up, maybe even reach higher than you did on the last round and come over to the left. Lean your head back a tiny bit and just peek over to the right. Take a full breath in. Full breath out, then come on back up. Same thing, other side. Lengthening out our side body, right hand to our hip. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Use your right hand to just push that hip over a little bit deeper. Gaze to the left. And then inhale, start to come back up. Both arms reach high. And exhale, we're going to bow forward and fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And as you exhale, we're going to step back to our downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Inhale, right leg's going to lift. Bend your knee. Fan your hip. And then keep your right knee reaching out to the right. Come through plank and just let your right knee find your right tricep or elbow. Press away from the earth. Hug, squeeze, breathe. And then lightly bring it to center and step it through. Lower your back knee down. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. Bring your hands down, frame out your foot. Lift your back knee. Straighten your front leg. Take a full breath in. Scissor your hips a little bit forward and back. See where you're feeling tight. And take another breath. Inhale. Stay for your exhale. And then come back into a nice low lunge. This time let your left hand plant. Peel your right arm high to the sky. Roll out your wrist. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Bring your gaze down. Bring your right hand down. Let's meet back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, that left leg lifts. Bend your left knee so that hip's fanning open. And then shift through plank. Bring your left knee towards your left elbow, maybe your tricep. Hug, squeeze, breathe. Wrist over shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, gently step your left foot through, arriving here, lowering your right knee down. Slowly rise up. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, we're going to frame out our left foot. Straighten our left leg. Full breath in. What's feeling tight? Maybe scissor your hips. And then come back into that low lunge. Let your right hand plant. Lift that left arm high to the sky. Bring your gaze down. Bring your left hand down. Straighten that top leg. Front leg. Full breath in. Full breath out. Come back into the low lunge. Let's meet back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a full breath in. And take a full breath out. From here, lift both heels. Bend both knees just to ankle height. Let's spring forward to a high plank pose. Take a full breath in. Press away from the earth. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Step it back. Left knee, left elbow, step it back, high plank pose. Lift your hips, let's press back. Downward facing dog, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your right leg high. Bend your right knee. Bring your right knee to your right tricep, hug, squeeze to center, step it through. Slowly lighten up on your fingertips. Let's reach all the way up. Drop your back heel, warrior two. Flip your front palm, rest your right elbow, and send your left arm high to the sky. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Option to bring your top arm behind your back for the next full breath in. Full breath out. Then from here, bring your gaze down, twirl to the left toes, hands plant, step back, high plank. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your hips, press back, downward facing dog. Same thing, other side. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, that left leg lifts. Bend your knee, let that hip open. Left knee, left elbow or tricep, hug, squeeze, breathe, inhale. Exhale, lightly step it through. Slowly rise up, high lunge briefly, then drop that back heel. We're coming right to our warrior two. Full breath in, full breath out, side angle pose, lightly land. Right arm reaches high, full breath in. Full breath out. Stay here. Let your right arm come behind your back. Spin your left ribs towards the sky. Full breath in. And after your exhale, take your gaze down. Frame out your left foot. Come to the ball of your right foot and step back, high plank. Let your right knee come to the mat. Let your left knee come to the mat. Toes are tucked. Chest to thighs. Lift your hips. Press back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale, full breath in. Full breath out. That right leg lifts. Bend your right knee, open up that right hip. Bring your right knee all the way over to the left. Hug, squeeze. Bring it back to your nose. Lightly step it through. Drop your back heel. Left arm's going to bring you up to your warrior two. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach up and back. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow lightly lands. Left arm reaches high to the sky. Full breath in. Full breath out. Same thing. Stay or find a bind. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your gaze down. Frame out your right foot. Stay with me. This time, left hand plants. Right arm reaches high to the sky for a full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your gaze down. Bring your right hand down. Step back, high plank. Lower your knees. chest to thighs. Lift your hips, we're back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Let's send that left leg high to the sky. Bend your knee. And then bring your left knee all the way over to the right. Hug, squeeze, breathe. Look to your hands, lightly step through. Drop your back heel, windmill up. Warrior two. How we doing, everyone? Okay, full breath in. Full breath out. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reach up and back. Breathe. Side angle. We've been here before. Take it to your edge. Option to stay or bring your right arm behind your back. Maybe your left arm reaches down for that ankle, a book, a block, and then spiral open. Full breath in. Full breath out. Gaze down, right hand plants, left arm reaches high to the sky. Full breath in. Full breath out. Gaze down, left hand plants, step back, high plank. Lower your knees, chest to thighs, lift your hips, press it back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet. So again, if this is difficult for you, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And we'll meet at the back of the mat in a fold. Slowly rise all the way up to standing. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, send your arms overhead and just bend your right knee to your hip height. Find your balance, send your right leg straight, and just gently place your right foot forward. Lift to the ball of your left foot. Send your arms behind you and float your left leg. Airplane pose. So briefly pressing into that right foot, maybe bringing your hands to your hips to square them off. Feel your left glute fire up. We'll take another full breath in. Full breath out. Bring your hands to heart center. And let your left foot meet your right. So we should be about the center of the mat. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. This time bend your left knee just to hip height. Find your balance. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Come to the ball of your right foot. Airplane your arms. Float your leg. Maybe bring your hands to your hips. Squeeze your glutes, hug your belly in, peek over the top of your mat. Full breath in. Full breath out. Sweep your right knee out in front, then let your right foot meet your left. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, bring your right elbow underneath your left. Twist your arms like ropes or give yourself a hug. Then sink into your chair. Bring your right knee over your left. You can find a kickstand, a block, or you can flex your foot. Eagle pose. Sink, breathe, inhale. And on your exhale, bring your elbows in front of your knees. Sleeping eagle, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand to your left hip. Bring your right hand to your right knee and just hug your right knee out in front. Stay here, bring your right knee out to the right. Back to center, and then swap it out. Left hand to the knee, right arm reaches back. Full breath in. Full breath out, come back. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, let's find that same thing on the other side. So slowly bring your left elbow underneath your right, twist your arms like ropes or give yourself a hug. Then sink into your chair pose. Hug, squeeze. Left knee reaches high, up and over. Again, a kickstand, maybe a block, a flex, or a full wrap. Hugging, squeezing, breathing. And then gently finding our sleeping eagle. You can find that kickstand. Try to bring your knees and your elbows in a line. Your spine is long. You're peeking over the tip of your nose, tip of your mat. Take another breath. And then slowly let your right hand find your right hip and your left hand hug your left knee and just come up. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Start to send your left knee out to the left. Maybe your right arm out to the right. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then let's just swap it out. So bring your right hand to your left knee. Maybe your left arm reaches back for a full twist. Breathe in. Exhale. Everything's back to center. Left foot meets your right. Inhale. Arms sweep high to the sky. Heart lifts. Gaze lifts. Exhale, soft bend in your knee, bow forward and fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, hug your shoulder blades together, pull your hips back, belly still hugging in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Let's step back to a high plank. Lower your knees, chest to thighs. Lift your hips, press back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Full breath in. Full breath out. Then shift forward to a high plank. Lower your knees. Bring your left hand in a little closer. Send your right arm straight out in front. Send your left foot straight back. Find a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hug your right elbow to your left knee. Hug, squeeze. Inhale, straight out. Hug it in, squeeze. Inhale, send it out. Hug it in, squeeze. Come back out. Bend your left knee. Reach your right arm straight back where you can stay or peek and reach for your foot, your ankle. If you have that connection, press your foot into your hand. Lift, breathe. Inhale. Exhale, then come back to center. Find your balance, find your core strength and your breath. Right hand down, left knee down. Give your tail a little wag. And then the same thing, other side. Sometimes it helps just to bring your hand that's on the ground a little closer under your face. Left arm reaches straight out. Right foot presses straight back. Hug your belly in, engage your glute. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. So even if we didn't do anything else but stay here, we're fully engaged. Let's hug everything into center. Hug, squeeze. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold. Bend your right knee like you're holding up the ceiling. Sweep your left arm back. Maybe you reach back. And find a breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, come back to that balancing table for a full breath in. And then exhale, left hand, right knee, let your hips rock side to side. Tuck your toes, chest to thighs. Lift your hips, press back. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Send that right leg high. Bend your right knee. And this time let your right toes just tap over for that flip dog. Full breath in. And then exhale. Keep your right leg lifted. Hug your right knee to your left elbow. Slice it through. Flex your right foot. Press into both hands. So we're not going to open up here. We're just going to press into both hands. Flex your right foot and kind of hug or scissor that right hip back. Full breath in. And then exhale. So come into our pigeon pose from here. So bring your right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Send your left leg straight back. If you have tight hips, match your right heel to your left hip. You can bring a block underneath your seat, and then you can decide to stay right here or come onto your forearms, or maybe all the way down for your pigeon pose. And keeping it active. So maybe pressing into your left big toe and lifting your left knee, actively hugging your right hip back. Full breath in, pressing down, exhale. And if your forehead is on the mat, reach your arms forward. So lengthen, breathe, inhale. Exhale. Let's take one more breath, you guys. Inhale. And on your exhale, let's all meet with our hands to the mat. Lift your chin, chest, belly. Find a little up dog in your chest. Then to make sure we're still using our core, tuck your left toes, shift forward, hug your left knee, hug your right knee into your nose, hug it, squeeze. Send your right leg high. And then let your right toes meet your left, pedal out your feet. Take a full breath in. Take a full breath out. Then inhale, send your left leg high. Hug your left knee over to the right. Slice your left foot out. Press into both hands. Flex your left foot and scissor your left hip back. And take a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Another full breath in. And as you exhale, slide your left knee across. Send your right toes straight back. Find a little up dog in your chest. Make sure that your left knee is to the outside of your hip. Take a full breath in and then decide, stay here, forearms, or all the way down. And then notice the quality of your breath. So try not just to collapse here, pressing into your right big toe, engaging your right leg, squaring your hips, breathing. And if your forehead is to the mat, reach your arms forward. And then breathing. I just realized this might be one of our first playlists with me that I haven't had Tom Petty on it. He didn't make it this week. Anyway, we'll take a full breath in. Stay for a full exhale. And then start to come back to your palms. But let's find that lift. So an up dog in our chest. Full breath in. And then exhale. Tuck your right toes. Lift your right knee. Hug your left shin in. Send your left leg high. And then this time, just let your left toes meet your right back of the mat. Pedal out your feet. And inhale, send your right leg high. Hug your right knee to your nose. Gently step your right foot through. Lower your back knee down. So this is where you might want to grab blocks or maybe books to bring your fingers to. As you straighten your front leg, try to keep your chest towards your thighs. This is our half split. And again, little tiny movements like kind of scissoring your hips back and forth. If you ever were interested in trying a full split, you would leave your left knee where it is. Sometimes it helps to roll your mat and just kind of slide your right foot forward. Again, blocks can be really helpful here. So wherever you are, decide where you want to go here. Scissoring your hips, maybe turning your fingers back if you're still in this half split. And then slowly just coming back into your half split, rocking forward a little bit to release. Straightening one more time. And then coming back to frame out your right foot. Let your left toes tuck. Just lift your knee and step back. Down dog. Pedal it out. Full breath in. Full breath out. So that left leg high. Hug your left knee to your nose. Gently step your left foot through. Lower your right knee down. Maybe find blocks or books. Spider tip fingers can be really helpful. Try to keep your chest close to your thigh as you find that half split. Little teeny movements, that little scissoring of your hips. And then decide, stay right here. If you want to work on a full split, again, right knee would stay where it is, and then kind of slide that left heel forward. Sometimes rolling up your mat helps. You can find blocks, books. I'm going to stay in the half split today. And as I straighten, I'm going to just turn my fingertips. So again, whatever feels good for you here. That's what's nice about a home practice, is you can kind of explore a little more freely than you may feel like in a class. And I'm super tight in my hips, so I feel like I always am kind of on the more of the modified side. So take it to your edge. We'll take another full breath in. And a full breath out. And then once again, let's meet. Frame out our foot. Right toes tuck. Right knee lifts. Step back. Down dog. Pedal it out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your heels. Bend your knees. Let's just walk to the center of the mat. And then come down to a seat where we will bring our legs long out in front. See, I told you 30 minutes goes by so quickly. So I am going to invite you here to lower yourself down for a brief spinal twist by hugging your right knee in. Left hand's going to gently take your right knee over, and you're going to peek over your right shoulder. And then just take it back into center, hugging both knees in, right leg long, and then right hand's going to take your left knee over, just from your hip, your knee, peek over your left shoulder. And then start to bring your left knee and your right knee back in. Give yourself a hug here. And then decide, if you have the time, maybe just lay here on your back, closing your eyes, staying as long as you would like. And I am going to say goodbye after our 30-minute Activate class. As always, I love practicing with you. My name is Patty, and I hope everyone watching is happy, healthy, being safe and kind. Thanks again, you guys. Awesome job.